Hello, Fat Grandma here. It is Father's Day. This is not going to be my typical Souls video. I just wanted to jump on today and I was thinking about it. I wanted to wish everyone a happy Father's Day, all the dads out there doing your dad things. I hope that you all have a great Father's Day and get to spend some time with your kids. Uh, if you're a mom who is pulling dad duty, happy Father's Day to you too. I was one of those, so I know what that's like. Um, my father is no longer with us. He passed away in 2009, January of 2009. Um, he was the best man I've ever known. And uh, I think that's about all I can say. He was funny and he was a great girl dad. Um, Very supportive. Um, I can't even name the amount of times he rescued myself or my friends, from a situation where our cars broke down or, I mean, you name it, he was always there. And for the dads out there who are that kind of a dad, just know that you're making it difficult, or you will make it difficult for your daughters to meet someone in the future because everyone will be measured against you. So, maybe that's a good thing. Um, anyway, so happy Father's Day. Uh, the other thing that I wanted to do, because I think about it every once in a while and then I never do it, so I thought, well, I'll do it today, is share some of the other channels that I watch on YouTube, not just reseller channels, but for various reasons, other channels that I am subscribed to and that I watch for either entertainment or educational purposes or mostly educational, but there are some that I watch are just mindless entertainment just for the fun of it. And anyway, so that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to try to make it quick. I will try not to go into too much detail and drag this out for too long. One thing I was going to tell you guys about, and this has nothing to do with YouTube or videos or reselling or anything. I don't know if anyone else is like me and you can't stand plain water. Like, I hate just drinking plain water unless I'm super, super hot and it has a ton of ice in it and it's really cold. I cannot stand plain water. And so I found this water enhancer, and I know everybody, has heard of Mio and all, those, but I did the Great Value brand. I'm not going to try to focus it because it'll mess up my camera, but it's Walmart has it, and I get the Southern sweet tea flavor, and it's really good. Now I found another little hack for the sweet tea that makes it a little extra, and that is I buy a bottle of the lemonade flavor enhancer that they also carry, and I will put my sweet tea flavor in, and then I'll add just a smidgen of, or smidge, whatever, of the lemonade flavor, and it's like drinking tea with lemon in it, and it's really good. Anyway, so that's my little thing that I do so I can drink water, but it's not gross and boring. I use a filter, and so I'm not drinking tap water. I've never liked just plain water. I don't know why. I'm just one of those people. So anyway, enough of that. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the reseller channels last. These are just channels that I watch for fun, or again, for fun or to learn things. They're engaging. They keep my attention, which is difficult sometimes because I can't just do one thing. I can't ever just sit and watch a movie. I have to be doing something else. If I'm not doing something else, I'm eating something, and that's partly why I look like this. It's just I can't just sit and be still. I have a very hard time with that. So, you know, these keep my mind engaged while I'm doing other things, and but don't distract me too. Some of these channels that I'm going to tell you guys about don't distract me to the point where I can't do my listings, and write and focus on that kind of stuff. So, the first one that a lot of, and you guys may have already heard of a lot of these channels. I'm just sharing what I watch on YouTube in case you're looking for some content. Um, anyway, the first person that I watch is Bailey Sarian, and she does two different videos, generally every week. One of them is called Dark History, and that's a newer thing for her. I think she's been doing that for about a year now, um, where she will talk about really questionable things in the history of the United States or in the history in general. It's really interesting, and she's kind of fun to watch. Uh, she's very animated and colorful and engaging. So, and it's very interesting. I have learned a lot from watching her Dark History episodes, things that they don't teach you about in school. So, she's a good one to watch, if you're interested in that kind of thing. The other thing that she does is videos called Murder, Mystery, and Makeup. And she will generally talk about some kind of serial killer. It's very morbid, um, but she does that while she's putting her makeup on, and that's her thing is doing makeup. She does makeup as a profession, and so she'll do different kinds of makeup while she's talking about mystery murders and things like that, and it's very interesting. There's some weird people out there, and she gets into some of them, so maybe check that out too. Another person who is just very creative, and I like most of her videos. Sometimes she can be a little bit too much for me, but for the most part, she's very endearing. There's something warm about her, and it's Call Me Chris. And you've probably seen her shorts that she does, where she dresses as several different characters, and she'll do like a skit, but she's the only person actually in the skit, but she plays a bunch of different characters. It's very entertaining when she does those. Anyway, so that's two of them that I watch. Another one is Joe Scott, and if you're feeling very nerdy, you can watch him. It's very educational stuff. It's very sciency and just nerdy kind of, but he does it in a fun and funny, very humorous way. So it keeps you engaged, keeps you interested. He's got a way about him. So his stuff is interesting. About the planet and space and just you name it, he talks about it. So you could check him out. Okay, the next two that I'm going to tell you guys about are kind of motivational or inspirational YouTube channels. And the first one is called Seek Discomfort. And it's a bunch of young guys. I think they're all in their 20s, maybe their early 30s. And they do things, all the videos are about stepping outside your comfort zone and doing things that you normally wouldn't maybe do, like going up and talking to strangers or inviting strangers to participate in an activity with you and seeing who will do it. They go to different countries and stuff. It's very interesting, and I kind of live vicariously through their videos if I'm feeling adventurous because, at my age and with my back the way it is, I don't get out and do a lot, so it's fun to watch them engage with other people and see what they're up to. So that's a good one. Nurse Hadley is a hospice nurse. This is another channel that I watch occasionally. And she talks about patients who've touched her life in a meaningful way. And some of them are very inspiring. And she's just got a good personality. I think she wrote a book recently too. So maybe check out her channel if you're looking for something along those lines. Another channel that I watch every once in a while is Rob Squad Movies, and it's a married couple, husband and wife, who watch and react to movies. And it's really mindless entertainment. If it's, something that you can just follow them along while they're watching a movie, I don't know why this is interesting to me, but every once in a while I'll be in the mood for it, and I'll watch one of their videos, and it's entertaining. If you're in the mood, again, all of these are just if you're in the mood for that kind of thing. Some people would probably think, well, that's just stupid, to watch some of the things that I watch, but I figured I'd share, and if you guys, maybe it will be interesting. Some of them will be interesting for you. Okay, so there's one channel that I watch, or there's two channels that I tune into for music. I don't really watch them. You don't have to. One of them is Miss Monique, and she's a Ukrainian DJ who fuses techno and trance and progressive music, but it's not what you would expect. Like, you hear the word techno and you're like, oh, that. It's not like that. It's very melodic, and it's relaxing but also energizing. So it's like a combination. It's very good music to have going in the background for me when I'm doing listings or taking photos. If I don't feel like hearing people talk, I will listen to her music. I also listen to it when I'm driving in the car. I have a portable MP3 player that I plug into my stereo in the car, and I have downloaded a bunch of her music sets. She does 1.5 hour sets, so it's enough time that you can get some projects done if you want to work on something, but it's not too long. And if you happen to look at the video while it's on YouTube, she always does these in really beautiful landscapes where she's surrounded with nice imagery behind her. So, the music is really good. Maybe if you don't think you would like it, just give it a chance. Find one of her 1.5 hour videos, and, you know, again, it's energizing, but it's relaxing at the same time, and it's not distracting. So I find it very soothing. Anyway, the other channel, YouTube channel that I listen to, and this is purely when I go to sleep, because I don't do well when it's just quiet. There's too many weird noises that the house makes, and I've always had some kind of sound on when I sleep. Anyway, the channel is Pure Relaxing Vibes. There's no commercials. Most of their music videos are 24/7. They just run all the time. And it's not music. It's rain, thunder, thunderstorms, ocean rainstorms, that kind of stuff. I sleep when I can sleep, and me not sleeping has nothing to do with the sounds that I'm listening to. It has to do with my back and having to get up to go to the bathroom. If you're a woman of a certain age, you don't get 8 hours of sleep. It's rare to get 8 hours of sleep without something interrupting it. So, anyway, so those are the music or sound stations that I listen to. And so the last group are going to be the resellers that I watch. And I'm going to preface this by saying that please don't judge them by the kind of reseller I am, because I like to watch them, but I don't necessarily follow. It's that old adage of, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I still will buy things that I am attracted to, whether they're going to make me any money or not. Sometimes I lose money. If you've been watching my channel, you know this. So don't judge these resellers on my brain and the way that I do things, because they are completely separate. One of the YouTubers, and this is not a list of everybody that I watch a lot more people, and maybe later on down the road I'll have another list of people or suggestions for channels that people can watch on YouTube if they're looking for some entertainment. or quality value, some value. There's some value there, for me anyway. The first one is ADH Dave, and he just changed his name. He used to be NC Picker, but he moved from North Carolina to Florida like a year ago, and he just recently changed his name to ADH Dave. And he has a flipping channel, he has a picking channel, he has a cooking channel. Guy is all over the place, but he's very entertaining and very, very relatable. If you are harebrained at all, like I am, um, you will be able to relate to him. And it makes it, he talks about his eBay sales, and you find things that might be good to pick up or things maybe not to pick up, by watching him. But it's comforting to watch someone else that kind of loses their train of thought and goes off and comes back. And so if you're like that at all, you might enjoy his channel if you have not watched him before. Um, the other one I watch, another reseller I watch, is Commonwealth Flipper, Commonwealth Picker. He has several channels also. Um, he was a teacher, a school teacher for a long time, and he quit teaching and is just reselling and doing YouTube. And his picker videos are interesting, to watch him go out and find things at yard sales and garage sales and stuff. His flipping videos are very educational, and he'll bring in guest speakers sometimes to really dig into specific topics. Like one guest speaker he had was a Cabbage Patch person, and she's an expert in Cabbage Patch dolls and all kinds of information about that. And another video he did was about shipping, and he's done a few about shipping different items, and he's got that teacher quality about him, but it's not boring. So he's a good one to watch. Another one who is kind of a newer YouTuber. He's got a very, very dry sense of humor, so he may not be your flavor, but I get it. So I kind of have a dry sense of humor sometimes too, or a little. Mine's borders on morbid also. So, I'm different. Not everyone's flavor, but his name is One Foot Flipper. His name's Paige, but his YouTube channel is One Foot Flipper, and he is an amputee, so that's where the name comes from. But he offers up some good advice, and has been recently doing some 8-point videos where he gets right into a topic and really digs in, and some very good information on his channel. The other one that I watch occasionally when I'm taking photos, if I don't feel like listening to music, is Common Tags. And she sells nothing but clothing and occasionally some shoes. But, and again, these are not all the YouTubers that I watch, but these are just the ones that jumped into my head right off the bat when I was coming up with this list to share with you guys. So she does a thing that she calls Chatty Work With Me, and they're like an hour-long videos where she is working on she's prepping her clothes for taking photos and stuff. So she's steaming them and folding them and putting them away or putting them on hangers or whatever. And she talks about various reselling issues while she's doing this prepping of her inventory. And it's something good you don't have to watch the screen while you're listening to her. And so I listen to her when I'm taking photos if I don't feel like listening to music. So anyway, again, her name is Common Tags. I'll be putting the images up here for all these different resellers, or for all the different channels up here, and I will try to put links down below to their different channels. So I think there's like 13 that I had on this list. I can't remember. The last one, and I know a lot of people watch Harry Tornado. I don't watch. He and Haley, his wife, has also quit her job and started reselling. She went into the reselling business with him. I don't watch them as much as I watch the other channels, but I do watch them pretty regularly. And it's been nice to see Haley participate more in the videos and come out of her shell, because initially she was like, no, I'm not going to be on the camera. And now she engages more, and it's been really nice to see her kind of grow as a person. She's my she and Josh are about the same age as my kids, so I see them as my kids, or not my kid. I don't think of them as my kids, but you know what I mean. Like they're around the age of my kids, and it's nice to watch Haley kind of come into her own where the reselling is concerned, and being in front of the camera and engaging and everything. And I really like their dog Mose, so I kind of watch for that too, just see what Mose is up to. Um, anyway, that is my short list of YouTube channels that I watch for various reasons, and just thought I would share that with you guys. If you're looking for something different and you haven't heard of one of these channels, maybe check it out, see what you think. Um, I will do my Solds video either tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow night probably, or Tuesday. It'll show up on YouTube. So until then, I hope that you guys have a wonderful Sunday, a great Father's Day. I don't know what time I'm going to get this posted. Hopefully, it won't take me very long to edit it. So, anyway, I'll get it thrown up as soon as I can, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Bye.